What's happening, everybody?
What's good, everyone? This is DJ's Raw Uncut Truth with the New Media family, man, with Rev.
Oh, PC, man. Let me
Yeah,
check the camera.
We gonna get it right.
There you go. You might have to scoot back a little bit.
I'll scoot.
So we can get the... There you go.
Y'all see it?
Oh, one more thing for the shines out there that was saying me and Rev ain't cool. Shut your trap. We told y'all.
Yeah.
You kept fucking with us.
Yeah. Hey, this is my homie, my ace, my sis.
Hey,
Kid. This is my engineer. This is my everything, man.
Yes, man.
So before we get off today, please give me your information so they can go follow you on Instagram. Because DJ be doing numbers and he be running it up, man. Can y'all hear us? Y'all let us know. Yo, can y'all hear us? Does it sound good? Shout out to Son of Jones. I see you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, DJ, it's on you, brother.
Yeah, man. So we was talking about everything today. We was talking about building within our community, the importance of Nipsey Hussle.
Thanks.
And this is what it's all about. We got to build to create great things. No great man or woman done it alone. And brothers, especially you, when I started New Media, man, what did it represent? Doing the shows and the podcasts and just speaking our truth?
Just an outlet for us to just be able to say what we're all feeling. Like talking to the sister right now. Like, this is my engineer. I never knew that she had so much insight. And then seeing y'all together, building together, because a lot of times, when we come from different backgrounds, people are very territorial. Right. But just for y'all to instantly be able to have this conversation, that's New Media. Because me, myself, I can't stand going to CNN, going to Fox, going to any traditional news outlet because I know there's going to be a spin on there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, New Media was just freedom. You know what I'm saying? The freedom to say the things that we needed to say and feel the things that we needed to feel. So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing seeing it take place.
That's real. And I had one of the subs tell me, they said, man, I like saying New Media. It's like saying fuck old media,
right.
All these news stations, man. And
absolutely.
And kid, man, about the music you do and music and the journey about it. What's the best thing about it? What's the thing that brings you joy to be in the studio?
One thing that brings me joy is making music. Just making new music. And one thing that I feel that's really cool about me, like shit, this is something probably something that fucking blow people's mind right here on this one. I always, with my music street, I've always wanted to be like an audio psychoacoustic engineer. I damn near should have finished. I damn near got like a class and a half, and I have a psych degree. I can tie my psych degree into music right there. That's how I record people. I try to figure out their story, what they leading in their whole music. With their story, I can paint the picture of what's going on and then make it sound like that. If that's what they want to sound, and just really just understand their story. It's like you said, I don't talk about myself like that. Nah, I mean, I talk about myself, but I'm more quiet. I listen so much to his story that it's just like, damn, I just want to know so much more. Like, I be so intrigued because to me, you a big homie for me.
Right.
Shit, I was young. I literally, I got so much.
But your mind is like you know what I'm saying, 40 or 50.
I've been here for many years. I'm saying, I'm a reincarnated soul.
Heavy soul, heavy. Like they say, old soul, right?
Man, hell yeah, man. I've been here for generations. I tell everybody.
Man, that's what people think, man. They thought I was 40. You saw the
Yo, they was wilding. They was like, yo, DJ, yo, you young as shit.
See, people think you 40. People be looking at me thinking I'm like 17 still.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm nowhere near 17.
And they saw my face. I finally did a reveal live, and it's like, DJ, man, you young as hell.
Bro, I wouldn't have never thought you were that old, though, either. I would have thought she was like in your early 30s, mid-30s.
Man, I get that a lot. It's just that.
You know what? Black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Yeah.
Black don't crack.
You don't even have to finish what you're going to say. Just
boy, they're going to be hating on the motherfucker. I'll be 50 years old, man.
Looking fucking fine, still in that young ass 20-year-old girlfriend.
Yo, shout out to Big Spell. What's going on? Shout out to Douglas Golden Child Anderson Salute.
Hey,
Shout out to the sis J&J Video. You got to pull up. Y'all got to introduce you to Kid. She's a musician. J&J Video's a musician. Y'all got to link up. This is the Vibe Room. This is my sis.
Yes.
Crossfade Studios here in Atlanta, Georgia, the historic Mechanicsville area. All y'all that are New Media family, y'all are welcome. Just like Brother DJ.
Hey, what's up? We in the house, man.
We down here building. Let's continue the conversation we was having so that the people can get some insight into what we were talking about.
Talking about Nip earlier.
When did you discover Nipsey Hussle? Like, what was your first time hearing him?
Bitch, you broke. Swear to God, man. Bitch, you broke, man. I'm sitting in the car with my cousin. She just moved out here from Cal. So she's 17. I'm 14. No, 15. Just about to get my license. So I'm still learning how to drive type shit. She's like, bro, you got to hear Nipsey. I said, who's Nipsey? She said, nigga, you don't know who Nipsey is? I said, nah, bro. Play him for me. I'm in the old 2001 Toyota Corolla. That's my very first car. So we driving. She turned this shit up full blast. Now you know this car don't got no fucking dope ass speaker system.
Right.
It's an old ass Toyota. Bro, she bitch you, bro. Shout out. We pull up to the light. And now if y'all know anything about Gwinnett County and Norcross specifically, it's only white people.
Oh my God. Talk
a
that
lot
talk.
of white people up there. So we pull up to the stoplight. And that's the first, bitch you broke. Shut up. And, Nipsey going off on his shit. Like, going off, like, damn. The white dude looks at us. Rolls up his window because it's, like, slightly cracked. Rolls the rest of it up. Like, bro, this shit is blasting.
Did you get that side eye?
Yeah, like.
I ain't trying to look at you. Right? I ain't trying to pick a bad, but.
Like, they were so appealed by it, like, appalled by it, but it was just like, yo, bro, this shit hard. This shit, I remember riding up to school and this shit, and niggas looking at me, bro, what the fuck you playing? Bro, that's Nipsey, bro. Y'all niggas don't know who Nipsey is. Man, of course y'all don't know who Nipsey is. Y'all from out here in Atlanta. Y'all ain't gonna know none of that great West Coast music. Then we just playing this shit, playing Nipsey and all this shit. It's like going crazy with that shit. Like, bro.
His evolution from mailbox money to Victory Lap. What lessons can we take as a community DJ, with New Media, being the president of New Media, going forward? What lessons can we take from his path that other entrepreneurs and people that are listening can take from it as far as building steps and building blocks?
I said like this. What we can learn is it's okay to educate others while still building our own thing. Man, they vibing,
bro. They vibing. We vibing in this thing.
Really shit right there. Facts.
Because we do this in the YouTube shit. So I'm doing a live stream. They will do a live stream knowing I have a live stream. There's no ethics in this game because they trying to be the top nigga.
Facts.
But this is the white man's platform. We all using YouTube.
Facts.
So we're not creating our own and sharing game. We're still dependent on, like I said earlier today, the complexion for protection.
Right.
Even though you say you're independent, you're still using this shit.
Look at that. See, I ain't trying to pick up shit.
They trying to pick you up. They trying to COINTELPRO you.
Go to sleep.
But man, losing Nip was tough because everybody talk about your heroes gotta be perfect and stuff, but he was perfect for who he was.
That's right. That's right.
Like, you gotta think he was a banger. The man was out in the streets shooting, selling shit. Who knows, right? But besides that, he was still giving back to his community first and foremost. Making sure kids after school got lunch. Making sure it's a basketball court for them to go over there and play, so they ain't gotta be out in the street doing shit. He was doing, like, bro was really building shit out there for us. Like, people don't even realize that that's a big thing. Like, I feel that if I was to get some money right now, I've lived so many places. The first place I would go to give back, to give something for them, is out in Norcross, to be real, like a little basketball court somewhere that they can go shoot hoops and shit. Like, going to school there and being around all those people. Like, Norcross is a league. Like, we put people on the map type school. Niggas didn't graduate there that's in the league. So how do we have facilities that sometimes are open but aren't close to people that live on the apartment side? It's a lot of houses, but it's also apartments over there. People in the apartments, all we got is a damn soccer field. But I play basketball. I gotta drive 15 minutes away from where I live just to play basketball. Nah, man.
Let me get to this real quick. Shout out to HJ Hoop Jargon. We see you in the building, man. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the Cash App, $4.99. He says New Media family. Bro, I really wanted you to pull up, man, but we'll have other times where the family can come together and really do something big, and we can do it here at Crossfade Studios. You know what I'm saying? And just bring everybody together. But see, DJ brings up a good point. Like the rumors that was out about me and DJ beefing. Anytime I got something to say to DJ, I hit DJ up. DJ hits me up. You know what I'm saying? But if anything, even like with Sis, if me and Sis ever disagree or something, y'all ain't gonna know about it because we family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna move forward, and it is what it is. But what they always got us is this Mandingo fighting. They have us fighting for the crumbs at the table. And if we fight for the crumbs at the table, then that's easier for them to knock us off the mission. You know, and that's the thing I took from Nipsey Hussle. This is what I'll say. And I know LaMelo's in advertisement, so I'm gonna bring this around to Melo as well. When I met Nipsey, the first time I went to 1500 or nothing for the Victory Lap reconstruction, Nipsey didn't show up. Puffy showed up. And I ain't give a damn about Puffy, so I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of like pissed off, you know what I'm saying? Because I was hungry for that Victory Lap knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And really the Puffies and the Bruno Marses and all those people that came, they were really there for the same reason. They wanted the formula because Nipsey was doing things that were different. So the second time I went for the Victory Lap reconstruction at 1500 or nothing, shout out to Mars, shout out to Rand, shout out to Battle Cat, shout out to the legend that is DJ Battle Cat. But we were out there, and one thing I remember about Nipsey is this. I've never been around a brother in my life, in Africa, Dubai, Canada, no matter where I've been, where you couldn't read this brother. Like, if somebody was pissing him off, you didn't know. If somebody was making him happy, you didn't know. He was stoic. It was almost like, and this is before he died, I used to say this. It was like being around royalty. You feel me? He just sat up there. He was humble. You know what I'm saying? He didn't act like he was better than nobody. He sat there and he gave the game, but he was just very stoic. But I remember, you know Malik, you know what I'm saying? My stepbrother. Malik said before we left that night, I'll never forget. He was like, yo, I don't think I'm coming back up here anymore. And I said, why is that, bro? You know, because we in the city, we ripping and running. He was like, because they're going to kill Nip. And he said they're going to kill Nip because his mind is too ahead and we're too far behind. That was deep. That's deep. Because everything, and I'm not talking about Jay Stone and the J Rock and the inner workings of All Money In. You know, I don't know that business, but it was just some security issues that real street cats could see that weren't in place because we don't look at it the way you're saying. We don't look at it as, okay, this is DJ taking out the time to give us this knowledge on NUMEDIA, or Kid, the engineer, is taking out time to teach us the game about placements. For people like Cass is in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. Kid can tell you a lot about placements. These are gems in our community because too many times people want to charge you for that knowledge. Nip was not charging people for that knowledge.
One thing that, always bothers me about his death is that he didn't have a gun on him. A lot of people always get mad at me. Here's one thing that a lot of people get mad at me when I say I don't want to have a gun. In the process of him, who was a person we all know is probably likely to always carry a gun.
Right.
He chose one day not to carry a gun,
right.
And it was the day that he passed. I'm a person who don't carry a gun. You never know.
Right.
If a person wants to do something to you because they in a malicious mood and anger and vibe, they gonna do that. They just gonna do that. You can have a gun on you or not have a gun on you, because that's where it's like people are like, well, he should have had his gun. No, he shouldn't have. He was going to go pick his homie up from jail. Why do you have a gun when you're going to go pick somebody up from jail?
Right,
no.
right.
You bringing them home, you giving them stuff, you making sure they feel happy to be home. So it's like small stuff like that where people try to say that. It's like, no, man. He was a good person. And what you're saying, they couldn't have him there pushing that knowledge.
Right.
They couldn't have him there pushing it. It sucks.
He was the clear and present danger to the industry. And let's bring this all around to LeVar Ball, LaMelo Ball, the Nipsey Hussle prototype, the Lupe Fiasco prototype in a way. In our community, y'all seen the movie Django?
Yeah.
You know the part where Leonardo DiCaprio is playing Master Calvin. He tells Jamie Foxx's character, that you're the special one. Like you're that 1 percentile. You're that 0.5 percentile. And I'm gonna just say it raw. DJ's raw and cut truth. Let's just say it raw.
Go ahead, bro.
You are that special gorilla. You're that special monkey that's not the standard for your people, but really an outlier. That's how they look at Nipsey. See, and this is what I always tell us. And even when we were building New Wave Vibe, the label this summer, and Kid was here for all of that and everything that we were doing. What I was trying to explain to them was this: ownership is important. Because once you become an owner, you better believe before Nip got hit, they offered him an alternative route. But because of who he was, he refused to go that route. That was the same thing LeVar did with Big Baller Brand. It's the same thing LaMelo did when he shunned the skills challenge. These are dangerous moves. Like when people say, oh, it's good that he did it. It is great that he did it. But no, for every action, it's a reaction. When Nipsey opened a smart store in the middle of the Crenshaw and Slauson district and had smart technology, and I've been in that store. Well, no, that's a lie. I've been near that store, and I know of accounts from my brother Darwin Salam, shout out to him, that said you could hold a cell phone up to a shirt in that store, and a special music video would play.
That's for all his shirts.
With all of his shirts.
All his brand, all his clothing, you can do that too.
This is cutting edge technology.
That's all of his.
See what I'm saying?
It was just starting technology too. And now that it's still out there. That's what's even crazy. You never know what you can do if you, some of these shirts, they have that shit. But he was doing it for all of his shirts.
Right.
How do you do that for all? That's a lot of money to put in your brand.
I'm not trying to, I didn't even know about that part about Nipsey,
Bruh,
about the technology.
Was so fucking
Vector
smart,
90.
Bruh.
Vector 90.
Yes.
Vector 90. One day I would really like to do a show with you, Kid, and Coach Joe, because Coach Joe, he can back up a lot of stuff that I'm saying because he lives in LA. And she seems to be a wealth of knowledge as well. I was there for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And before I met my sister Kid, because of Nipsey's death, I was so fucking depressed. And like I said, I got homies in the set that are around this, you know what I'm saying, every day. I stopped doing music. So when I met her, really, I'm sure she said with my sound, like, yo, why isn't this nigga doing more?
I did.
I was fucking depressed.
I said that in the fucking room. I said, hey man, put this there.
Right.
Hey, why you ain't do that?
And you never got arguments.
Right.
And you never got arguments.
Hey, and it's like, I fucking love you for that.
Right.
Because
will you teach them about that?
Man, that's not even teaching you about that. It's with you as an artist and having two engineers in the room.
Right.
Some artists don't even realize how fucking dope that is. If you have two engineers in the room, you have to think of it like this. One of them is about to be getting paid a lot more than the other. Two, that other one might not be getting paid at all.
Right.
They could just be coming up here off the muscle just doing this because they fucking with your energy.
Facts.
Like, and for people who have the opportunity with that and don't take advantage of that shit, be kind of irking me. It's like, bro, you never know what this other engineer know that your engineer don't know.
Facts.
Music is so fucking subjective, but then it's not. It's got to sound commercial. It's got to sound exactly like it's on the radio.
Here's one thing we need to improve in our community. You know how other sides of the community have internships and they ain't get paid at all.
Bruh, you ain't got to tell me about internship. Rewind to that. I am a proud person to say I did an internship here where I work now to this day. I did an internship and did not feel no type of way. People my age hate doing internships. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
People beyond my age hate doing internships. And the reason being, oh, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. How long do you think it actually takes for you to get paid? Do an internship and actually get paid if you're actually doing a good job.
Because people are in the fucking matrix, y'all.
Yeah, if you're not doing your shit that you, oh, this white man want me to make sure this shit clean and happy. Okay, I'm gonna run this shit, make this shit clean and happy afterward. I'm gonna go, hey man, it's all clean and happy for you. Talk to you real quick. You're gonna go up and where you wanna go.
Right.
You're gonna get paid, man. Like everything you do, you have to know how to work your move, but not in a bad way. In a way that's gonna help you to help somebody else. Cause everything shit. I've had so many of my homies come up here. Hey bro, come do an internship with me. Them niggas didn't want. They'll come up here. Oh man, I can't do it because I ain't making no bread out of it.
No vision. There's no vision. We chase we chase, and you're a content creator, so you know this. We chase hashtags, we chase trends, but there's no substance behind it.
It's not.
So what the elite does, they put that bullshit out there, like every song, go get the bag, go get the bag, go get this, go get that. Yeah, but how do you sustain it?
How do you? Yep.
You see what I'm saying? How do you build the relationships? And the one thing that I've learned in the Atlantic Record situation, 1500 another situation, being in LA and Atlanta is it's about relationships. I built a relationship with this man. You see what I'm saying? Because I believed in what he was doing. The reason why, when I first came out, I was with another engineer.
Yeah, you were.
You know what I'm saying? I could have really stuck with that situation, but the relationship wasn't there. The reason why I've always respected you, and let me tell y'all artists, because I know y'all gonna slide down here and record with her, because Cass came down here and shout out to you and recorded with her off the strength of DJ's show. So we got to give a brother his flowers for just making connections for business that way. But when you come to my sister, because this is my sister straight up, and I don't want to get too raw, DJ.
Right,
but
got the floor,
but if you fuck my sister over, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, that's just what it is. And the reason why I say that is this: if she tells you something musically, and her profession is an engineer,
I'm trying to make it sound good.
When you getting surgery from a doctor and he's cutting you, you don't say, "Hey, doc, you sure you know what you're doing?" No, you sit there and you listen. But these are the building blocks in our community we have to start building upon in order to be successful. So when you say things like intern, people aren't looking at the bag, they're looking at it as, okay, this is an opportunity to build a relationship with this person. And from the knowledge that I gained from this person, hopefully, you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it back later and I'm gonna pay it forward to somebody else. That's what it's about.
With music and even being an intern, you can do your internship here. You can all these connects with all these people. You never know who's gonna be that one person who saw you. Hey man, I need you to pull up. You said you was an intern engineer, right? Just pull up here right now. There you go. There go the money you was just saying you wasn't getting at this internship.
Facts.
That was that money.
All true.
That was that money.
What are some shit? I want to ask you this. I mean, you can go ahead and expound on it. Because you were doing this, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing this a long time, bro. And you've had your spells where, like Nipsey said, it's a marathon. You had to take a step back and think about some things, and you came back to it. What have been the obstacles, especially covering the Ball family, that you've run into that new content creators need to be prepared for moving forward?
So what I'm going, this is not a normal DJ's Raw and Cut Truth show. We're keeping it 100. But we're doing it because we care about y'all.
Right.
I may not know everyone individually, but we ain't holding shit back. So one thing you have to do is you got to stick to your vision, because our people have been trained through what they have taught us in the school systems to move around when things get hard. Oh, you got to have a plan A, plan B. What did LeVar tell everybody? There ain't no plan B.
Right.
He's like, there ain't no damn plan B.
You got to stick to it. Right.
Because if you leave plan A,
what if plan A pop?
Right.
You miss plan A because now you work at plan B.
Go on ahead,
you
talk.
already doing plan B.
Talk
plan
to
A.
Facts. Facts.
One thing that I will say about my music and being able to be an engineer, my fucking dad told me at a young age, a career is something you love, a job is something you do. This is a career I want to do. I went to school and I dropped out of school. I remember telling him that man did not want to hear me out. Why are you dropping out? You can't drop out. Mind you, he live in Florida. Like I said, my dad is from Florida. He drove from Florida to Atlanta. Why are you dropping out? You can't drop out. I'm like, oh, Dad, I'm going to school for engineering. Let me tell you all the benefits of this. Like, think about it. I always want to be in computers and music. Come on. So then eventually, he's like, all right, you know what? Sounds like an actual good move for you.
Right.
Like, now that you're putting it this way, it actually sounds good. I think you're going to school just for music. You're going to school for engineering. That's big thing. You can go somewhere and work anything with engineering, with sound. Perfect. That's good. All right, go ahead.
See, you were able to articulate your vision.
Exactly.
You know, that's heavy.
And like, you know, I feel like it's sad because a lot of people can't do that shit, or they fear that.
You know that. You know that.
And you know, I know that a lot when it comes down to even being in this music shit. Like, people, I'll be recording people and they'll be sitting there.
Right.
Hey man, and it'll be sometimes people I know that they gonna get fucking mad as shit that I just said. Hey man, I don't like it. Right when I say that shit, they're like, well, fine, delete the whole thing. We're gonna start over. I'm fine with it.
You know what? You mentioned your father. And we talk about this on our show. Fathers are so important.
Facts.
I don't give a damn son, daughter, it doesn't matter. My father, if he wasn't around, man, maybe I would have gave up on times when I never did give up. Maybe I would start questioning, sticking to a journey. I'm not gonna say process because they've done
politicize that, right? Thing. Yeah.
I fucking hate that word process, man. Fuck a process. Yeah, right. I said it.
Right.
Fuck a process, man. Stick to the journey.
So you're moving your way.
Exactly. Keep your circle small. Always do that. And this new media, by me keeping my circle small, I know the true intentions. While that whole thing with Rev and people just making up shit, I told y'all what was going up, and a few people did, but y'all didn't listen to it.
Right. Because they're so used to it being a certain way. Everything we've done, brother, has been strategic. You know what I'm saying? We could have done this at another location, but I wanted my sister. You know what I'm saying? Because I want her a part of this network. I want her to have access to the network. I want her to have access to you when she's on the West Coast. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it's. We built like that, y'all. We don't need an industry. We become the industry. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. We become the media. And that's what it's about. So to sum everything up that we were saying earlier, the reason why it's so difficult for us to build, I think, and this is my humble estimation, I think it's because we're always gazing at the stars instead of realizing that we're surrounded by galaxies. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when I came to your channel, we're being raw. We're being real tonight. Like this is real. Y'all share this video on social media, share this stream on Twitter. Shout out to everybody who's listening. Let me read the super chat for you, DJ.
Yeah.
And this is from Dexterious Crockett. Boy, you got a hell of a name every time I read it. Can't hear your volume too low on all y'all. Please fix NUMEDIA, gang. All right, y'all come closer a little bit so we can give them some game, y'all. We appreciate that, brother.
We're gonna put it right here.
Okay.
We're gonna move it.
She gonna move it for us.
Oh, here we go. Let's see this shit.
Man, thank y'all for still rocking with us.
Yeah, they rocking with us.
Man, this is.
Getting that shit for everybody.
Oh man, you know what's so funny? I had a message. You know how I get these trolls. It said, "Good." When I put that tweet that I'm gonna start showing myself now. Right. Oh, you ain't about to do that, yeah. Oh shit.
Always trying to be negative. Always trying to be negative and drown what we're doing.
I'm gonna tell you what. The only thing I fear in this world, I respect others, but the only thing I fear is the Most High.
Right. That's right.
And by divine spirit, this is meant to be.
It is.
All three of you. We see a vision that aligns us with a purpose.
Yeah, I was gonna come over there.
I'll get you.
And just like people in the chat, man, y'all saw NUMEDIA go from 50
facts
subs, 200 subs, 1,000 subs, and almost to 4K. It's all good. It's all good, man. We still here.
We live. Yeah. Hey, this is what they wanted, DJ. You got to give it to them, brother. Man, you got to give it to them, brother. Trying to tell them. You got to give it to them.
And then I'll say this, because y'all didn't expect me to bring this up. Rev joining NUMEDIA spiked all those numbers, and it wouldn't grow to what it is without Rev. I'm letting it know right now.
Look, I want to put it out there so that this could be clear for the rest of the time that NUMEDIA exists while we're on this earth. When I came to DJ's channel, like I said, it's my sister, she's been here. I have built up a label of about 22 artists this summer. And the first time I talked to DJ, I told him this. Now, T.I. has a line that is always hilarious to me. He says, got more lies to tell than a nigga in jail. You know what I'm saying? like, how many people do you meet every day? They tell you, oh, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do, and they don't do none of that shit.
All the time.
But praise be to the Most High, it was validated. You know what I'm saying? My sister was with me through the up and downs. Towards the end of having that many artists, I was in a low point because, like DJ, you've seen it. When I'm into something, if I'm into Kid, I'm only recording with Kid. I'm not like, there's no need to hit me up about shit else. I don't want anything else. This is my sis. I'm rocking with her. Same thing with DJ. So when I came to his channel, he really rejuvenated me at a time where, like, I was sitting sis up like, yo, I'm low-key depressed. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
like, are we gonna record? I think we're gonna record.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Inconsistent and
You
shit.
might pull up. You know, don't
Right,
pull up.
you feel me?
Right.
But the thing about it was like this, like I heard the message of what the brother was saying, but I just felt like, and this is no offense to any of the day ones or anybody, I just felt like everybody needs a shooter. Everybody, every leader, every person that is out there in the front line, they need somebody that, like Key and Peele, is their anger translator. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that person. Like, and that's my personality. I'm just a fire type of person. That doesn't make me my bad kid.
It should just keep falling down.
We get closer and closer on that.
We're gonna have to get closer and closer a little bit.
All right.
We're gonna angle the shit. Shit. All right.
Even if I can't get in there, it's all good.
Almost. Damn. Wait, 2. I think everybody in that one. Just got scooted a little.
Yeah, we good.
Now.
Yeah, come over this way.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
So,
and it's all good. So when I came to the channel, I said, yo, I'm gonna be this brother's rock. I'm gonna be this brother. Like, y'all remember when the trolls was coming in the chat? Y'all didn't even know that I owned a label. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't know that I worked with 1500 or nothing and I was on tour with Lupe. Y'all didn't know none of that because it wasn't about that. It was about pushing the narrative forward, because this summer I was the leader of a label. But in order to lead, you have to learn how to follow. So I wanted to come up under this man and push him forward and help him do something great and check my ego. A lot of times people don't understand destroying your ego is half of the battle. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you can be pure. So when I came to NUMEDIA and I saw what was happening, I saw what the brother was doing, and it became a family, I saw the opportunity to be a part of something that's bigger than a label, that's bigger than myself. Because I understood, to me, and I've said this in private, I'm going to say it publicly, DJ's name being DJ is exactly what it needs to be. For the people that have smoked today, you're going to catch that bar instantly. The brother cues it up, man.
It does, yeah.
You feel me?
I like that.
He found Rev. He found HJ. He found myself. Kid is already rocking, but Kid trying to get into the podcast game. You hear what kind of mind the sister got? J&J Video, the sister from Florida with the Hoop Channel. I think her name is Shay, who came on Shay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the brother is the ultimate moderator. That's why I call him the president. Some nights he lets me and Coach Joe get off, and J&J and HJ get off, because the brother is humble enough to understand his role is the president. That's why his name is DJ, bro. Hip hop started off with 2 turntables and a mic, but you couldn't do nothing without the DJ. So that's the real story. So when y'all saw me go over the Lit House, all that was my raw expression one night a week with Mello. You know what I'm saying? Because it's things, when you see somebody build something up so high, you don't want to be the cause of it taking any drops, because you don't want to say anything. Let's get deep.
Right.
Malcolm X, right? Nation of Islam. It became a point where Malcolm was saying things, even though they were true, they were kind of detrimental to the nation at the time. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what my humble estimation, what Elijah Muhammad should have did, he should have sent him off to be a shooter verbally. Look, we ain't really beefing. You see what I'm saying? Go do your thing. Say the things, you see what I'm saying, that we can't say in the nation. Go say them to the side. You see what I'm saying? That's how you really play chess. But egos got involved. COINTELPRO got involved. Oh, this brother said this about this person. This brother said this about that person. And now the mistrust seeps in between brothers. That's why whenever DJ hits me up or I hit him up, I tell him what's on my mind. DJ tells me what's on his mind. So if anybody is going behind our back and trying to say this or that, we ain't falling for the shit. And it's the same thing with Sis. So this is what all this is about. I'm trying to bring DJ into my label. I'm trying to bring Kid into the podcasting world so she can open up her horizons. This is a producer/engineer. This is how we build communities and nations. Listen what I'm about to say. Producer/engineer. DJ always needs beats for his shows. So now not only are we the production visually, you're the production musically, which opens you up to music licensing checks. You understand what I'm saying? This is the game. So instead of DJ having to find it here and find it there, he got a whole label he got access to. Brother Jones already cracking in the entertainment industry on the East Coast. See what I'm saying? Somehow we got to find a way to put all of this stuff together and stop looking at the stars in the sky and realize that we're all universes ourselves. And yeah, Cass, we're going to be here tomorrow as well. Sis is cooking with us tomorrow. So yeah, man.
Well, this is the best decision I've done this year. Is to come to the A with Kid, Rev, and I feel blessed right now. I'm speechless because I'm humble, but I'm motivated at the same time because our people was taken. They had this stuff taken away from them. Creators, innovators. Never had our 40 acres and a mule, but everybody else and their mama can have reparations land.
But have you seen that there? What city is it? What city's giving back reparations right now?
What city is it for real?
I want to say Chicago. It's not Chicago. It's one of them up there in the Midwest. Though, they're giving back reparations. So here's the way they're giving back reparations. It's because of the redlining that they were doing.
Yeah, the red line. Yeah.
So if they are part of the family that was living in that area and they've been living there for some generations, and they can track it and trace it, they'll be getting reparations for that because their family was pretty much segregated to that area. I forgot what city it is, but if you know what city it is, please drop that shit.
Y'all put it on. Y'all put it in the stream.
For those who don't know, I'm Team Reparations.
So
yeah, me too.
That's the first. We got one. That's the first step.
Right.
All it takes is one. Once you start with one, then they're gonna have to start doing it in other places because people gonna start making the records about it. We're gonna keep making our records for our reparations.
You know what we call
they
that?
owe us that shit.
Good trouble.
There's good trouble, right? Right.
Good
And a lot of people, a lot of more militant brothers and sisters, they kind of clown John Lewis for saying that. But look, I never clowned the ancestors. When I was younger and fiery, like I'm gonna be 30 next year. When I was younger and fiery back in the day, I was very hard on some of the civil rights leaders because I felt like if you weren't all in, you weren't all in. People do what they can, and you take any contribution you could take. So when John Lewis said something, somebody who got beat and marched in Selma, Alabama across that bridge on Bloody Sunday, good trouble. That's absolutely right. And DJ, you're making good trouble. Kid doesn't know this. So let's put her on game.
Put me on game.
This man has coined a phrase on his show in the last month that ESPN has talked about. He came up with the team, the family in the chat, and DJ pushed it up, came up with the name Airbnb when they talk about Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball on ESPN, on NBA Network, all of these channels. Whenever you hear Airbnb, that started on this man's channel. This brother has innovated so much when it comes to media in about a month and 2 weeks. Wow. I really feel like he's going to be, and I say this with all admiration, the Tavis Smiley of the 21st century. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that. So, you know what I mean? DJ, going forward, you've come to Atlanta now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show you a good time. We're going to be recording tomorrow, so hopefully you'll get to see us make some music as well. And Cass, go ahead, pull up, bro. What are your plans for NUMEDIA going forward? What is the broad scope for NUMEDIA?
I'm glad you asked that because this is something I've been wanting to say. You know, we got the Ball family fans. Right. It's all love.
Right, absolutely.
But we're going to be doing some expanding.
Right.
This is the NUMEDIA expansion. We will be talking about anything entertainment in the Black community, not just entertainment, but personal stuff, building. I want to interview people who are starting up businesses, real estate, brothers and sisters who have a vision for us. And we can't allow old media to control our message.
That's facts.
They want to poison our message and tell us that we're nothing but hoodlums.
That's true.
But the Most High has always picked us as the chosen ones, because who can ever overcome what we have came from?
Absolutely.
And I feel stronger than ever, not alone, but with people who believe.
That's what it's about. I see a lot of y'all asking questions as far as music. If you're interested to record with Kid, she's gonna leave her information at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested, I see y'all want to send some music into DJ as well, just like on my channel. DJ will leave his email address. y'all put your money where your mouth is. And I don't really mean money. Put your hard work, put your grind where your mouth is, and follow up. Because I'm seeing a lot of artists in here talking about they got music they want to submit. So submit it to DJ. I'm sure the brother will, because he played a video when I was on there one night. I'm sure the brother will play the music. If it's fire, it got to be fire. You got to put effort into your music. Y'all know I'll play it over on Lit House. We're creating a network. We're creating our own industry, and this is what I've always been about. And I feel like we have the talented individuals that can do it. All we have to do is just believe in it. One of the first things I ask an artist before I work with them is, I don't give a damn how you sound. I don't give a damn how you don't sound. I've been in studios with LMA and Bruno Mars where people have written their records, and I shouldn't have said that out loud, I'm tripping. Well, people have worked with them, and you know what I'm saying? The talent that you might think is there may not be there. But people like this
will make it there.
And people like creatives and visionaries like DJ will get it out there. We have that. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about if you're the most talented. It's not about if you have the look. It's about how dedicated you are and do you believe. So the first thing I ask is, do you believe? And if you're not a subscriber right now to New Media Nation United, go ahead, subscribe. I see the chat is starting to fill up. Shout out to everybody. But you gotta believe in this thing. Yes. Like you gotta believe in this thing. And that's one of the main reasons why I rock with DJ. First night I was on, I was like, yo, I had listened to Ball Family videos before, and this ain't no shade to nobody. DKM is my guy, 100%. HJ is my guy, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that was a little different for me with DJ, he was speaking to the people, for the people, and he was saying things that I know that the algorithm could push him back for saying. So for him to have enough courage to say it anyway, I was like, yo, I gotta rock with the bro. You know what I'm saying? So but I ain't trying to hog it up. Kid, let's talk to the artist real quick. Let's talk to the artist real quick. Because it seems like we got a lot in the chat. This is only on New Media Nation United. So y'all about to get some game. Being in the mecca right now of hip hop and trap and music in general, what are some of the things that you see from artists that is an automatic red flag and lets you know, hey, they're not serious about their craft and what they're doing?
It's really like two things, honestly. I can't even give you like one. I got like a crazy ass list, but I'm gonna say one thing that kind of like throws me. Any new person I'm working with, if we have never met from on the block from fucking South America to New America, why aren't you coming in with a way to get your music?
Lord.
I ain't got a hard drive.
Whoa, she just dropped a bomb, Kyle.
You're lucky I'm not in the studio. I'll be putting them effects in there.
Yo, break that down. Break that down, because the newbies may not understand that.
And that's so cool. That's so funny how you say that, newbies.
Right.
Everybody always want to say, man, I've been rapping for years. Man, I've been doing this shit for years. Cool. But where your hard drive? You have been doing this for years. You should have a hard drive. You should have some form of way. You shouldn't just be looking at me. Just email it to me. Just WeTransfer it to me. Do you know, by me doing that, that's pretty much still putting your music out in the world. To say if I fuck up on the email or you fuck up typing in your email, somebody else gonna have your shit.
Heavy.
Get a hard drive, bro. Think about it. I remember hearing Drake one time saying this shit. He said he lost the phone out in Puerto Rico. Whoever found that shit is lucky as fuck with all the songs on it. Now, you gotta think about it. He talking about a phone. So y'all already know y'all hold y'all phone like y'all hold y'all baby.
Right.
Close to you. Facts. But his phone could have either had a passcode on it or not have a passcode on it. Somebody could have cracked the passcode or not cracked the passcode. Shit, a hard drive pretty much like the same thing, but that's all your music. All what you just created. Your baby, is it not? And you just walking out of here leaving that with me, hoping that I keep that shit.
I want to answer this question real quick, and I want to read a comment. Cass said he going to be moving out here in the morning, so he going to be down here. So I know you and Kid going to be working together. That's business that was linked up by DJ. So once again, flowers. Brother, that's real life. You see what I'm saying?
I love it, man. I love it, man.
That's real life beauty, man. Like, that's somebody really doing something. They always talk about, well, that's that internet shit. Well, yeah, internet shit can become reality real quick when you put your mind to it.
Speaking real, like,
you know what I'm saying?
people know who I am and on some chill level shit. I'm a chill ass person and I pretty much live in this goddamn studio.
Facts.
Down there. If I'm not here at this studio, I'm out where I live at, and that's in the sticks. So
That's dope.
I ain't gotta live in the city, so I ain't gotta see
She
y'all.
drive a long
Like,
way
I
to come
drive
work.
to come see y'all.
Right.
I come to people's cribs and do songs and shit with them. So it's like I come knowing that I care about your artistry. Like I like doing music. Like where you want to go, I want to go. Let's do music.
Right.
Like music is my passion. Like I love that shit. I told y'all already. Like anybody that work with me, I'm gonna tell y'all that for the fucking rip. From the moment you walk in here, you should just be able to tell that I like music. Shit, I was telling Babe I'm about to get the tattoo. Shit, hopefully my cousin come out here from fucking Mississippi. Y'all niggas need tats. Y'all in Mississippi.
Network.
JR, bruh, JR Art, bruh, John Rubin, that's the man, but he did this right here. I'm gonna get him to do my one right here that say I do music.
Right.
So it's like on some more of level of like I had a homie in here tell me, kid, I do this for real. Talking about songwriting for rappers.
Right.
Bro, Fuse will tell you, I'm in here every damn night damn near with a new rapper.
Facts.
If not the same rapper.
See, that's dedication. I hope y'all listening to this.
New rapper or a
She not capping.
Rapper. I'm not capping. Like y'all go look at my Instagram, y'all can look at my story, y'all can fucking I'll go and put on my distro, my whole discography out for you, show you people I be working with. Like I don't do that because I don't care to do that shit. But when people come in here, they be trying to show me all what they did and who they were. That's cool. But I really be in here working. I sit in here and really love y'all music. I'll mix y'all whole song down with the time we give it.
You got a question, Cam.
Yeah.
All right. The first one was a comment from Brother Jones. I'm gonna answer these three real quick. Well, I'm gonna read these three real quick. SMJV Cash out said, "Are y'all watching the All-Star game?" DJ told me some stuff when I picked him up from the airport about something that Adam Silver said to LeBron James. I'm gonna boycott the All-Star game. I'm not watching this shit.
I've been boycotting sports for like a good 4 years.
If it wasn't for Melo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wouldn't be watching the NBA. My Lakers stink this year. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing. Also, I think they closed the game off to the public because Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, they got it, because I couldn't find any tickets. I couldn't get any press passes or anything like that. So I don't know what's going on with the game, but I will be boycotting it. The next thing is Brother Jones said those artists that are not willing to invest in themselves, red flag. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's what I said. A hard drive is the cheap. I literally just said a hard drive is probably the most inexpensive thing you can do as an artist to invest in yourself. Think about it. It's $50. A USB could be $17.
Also, Brother Jones, my partner, them said, what part of Mississippi is your family from? Because he got family.
Hattiesburg.
Okay, he said they're not far from Lafayette County. James, shout out to you, brother. What's going on? He said, did I miss something? Yeah, go ahead and inform everybody about the family reunion.
Yeah, man, this is a NUMEDIA Nation United family reunion. We're linking up with Rev, Kid, man. We changing the game, man.
Absolutely.
And we're doing it one step at a time. And we're proving all the naysayers who were making up phony information. Oh, you and Rev. I tell you one thing about Rev. Rev is an honorable man. When he disagrees with me, he lets me know.
Right.
He's like, hey, man, I wasn't really rocking with that.
Right.
But he lets me know.
Right.
But that's what a brotherhood is for. It's not sugarcoating shit.
Shit, I do that too.
It's being direct.
You ain't lying. Kid will tell you. Kid will tell you. And anytime we just talk back and forth, buddy. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say, and after all that, we're all here.
Right.
It's a wonderful thing, and it's destined by the Most High. I truly believe that. NUMEDIA, man, we're just really trying to put a different face on what reality is for some. Because what they're telling us now is not reality. It's false reality. Like Rev says, false supremacy instead of saying
false supremacy. Yeah. We got to start eliminating these terms like white supremacy. There is no white supremacy. All of the fear and the things that they do lets you know that they're not supreme. It's false supremacy. They want to give you the ideology that, okay, if you go against the system, we going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? For every person they kill is a Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? Is a Frederick Douglass. That they kind of like, they bring them up. You know what I'm saying? They bring them up, but they don't really want to talk about them. You had another question, sister. This is from J&J Video. She said, how did you get into engineering?
I got into it on some which is funny as fuck. I bought my first MacBook and was just making beats. And then, my cousin was going to school for this shit. And he was like, you should go to school for it. You know, like I said, I dropped out of school for psychology and pretty much went to school for engineering and graduated as salutatorian. And after graduating from salutatorian, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in probably my right field of what I want to do, man. Like, you know, everybody always say go to school for something you want to do because you got to pay that bill in the long run, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna go to fucking school for music. Shit, I love music. Why not? And engineering was something cool. It put me behind the board. It allowed me to still record myself as an artist. It allows me to make beats still. It allowed me to just do anything. So that's really what brought me to it. It allowed me to be me.
Exactly.
And then still help people. Yeah. And make money out there.
There's something I wanted to ask you. Who's responsible for giving you this drive that you have of wanting to be the best that you can be? Because it's really remarkable. It's dope.
Shoot, this looks so crazy. It's like I've been asked that question 3 times this week. You're the third person that's asked me the question. You are my third interview. This is why I said I want to get into podcasting, like on some crazy shit. Yeah. But like on some real inspiration of it, I would say it would probably be hearing that quote from my dad at a young age. Then 2, just doing this shit in class. I had a teacher in sociology. She probably was my biggest inspiration. She made us do a genealogy chart. Genealogy chart, if y'all don't know this, it tells you your family health, your family education, your family wealth. That's 3 important things to know about yourself if you've never known about this shit. Go do it for yourself. If you've never did it, just go do it. It's a fucking app for this shit type deal. So I go and do it for myself by hand. I don't even use the app. I just do it by hand type deal. Call everybody on my mom's side, talking to them, seeing they all went to school for like minor shit that ain't really useful, right. And they ain't using none of that shit. Talk to my dad's side. These people got business. They've been running these businesses for years. They doing they got degrees and stuff that they doing. Like, that's fucking awesome. So it's like more of the inspiration of my teacher showing me that, yo, I can either choose one route right now. I can go to school and do something I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with the degree, or go to school for something I want to do. So the inspiration I have to say is just she was my biggest inspiration, and my cousin just showing me my cousin Sip. Man, happy birthday to Sip, man. Go Team Sculptivate, go get your ass in shape. If you ain't in shape, you will get you. Saying, it's New Year's resolutions. I know y'all ain't caught yet, but he put me on the school, and from going to the school, I got to go there and learn, like just learn from industry professionals and Kevin Wilson, K-Dot. If y'all don't know who that is, man, K Wilson, bro, that man is a fucking goat. Worked on my favorite album of all time, Music Social, I Just Want to Sing. And he was just like, y'all just got to know when y'all want to do it and when y'all don't want to do it. If y'all don't want to do it, just talk in my class all day. If y'all want to do it, meet me after class. Meet him after class.
I got to answer this comment real quick. Shout out to Coach Joe. I see you, Coach Joe. How you doing, Coach, man? We got to fly you out here, bring you out here, man, so they can get a wealth of knowledge as well. Yes. Shout out to Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. He's in Atlanta right now. I'm trying to link up with the chairman as soon as we get an opportunity to do that as well. So shout out to all the real ones. I want to read a comment from Corin Stevens. It says, saying fake supremacy is like saying fake cancer. You will end up not taking it seriously until it takes you out. Read more Neely Fuller Jr. Look, if any person of indigenous or African descent does not know how serious this system is in the 21st century, you in bad shape already. You don't need to idolize supremacy to understand how much of a problem it is. But when you admit to it being supreme, you've already lost the battle. It's like, what made Zeus Zeus? What made Heracles Heracles, or Hercules Hercules? The fact that people start saying that these idols were God. Once they stopped saying they were God, what did they become? Myths. Right. And what we're talking about is a myth. We're talking about a myth. As soon as the people realize the power that they have, you will understand that they're not supreme. You will understand that they tell you that they're supreme so that you won't go against the system and you will assimilate. See, I'm not a brother that will ever get on this platform or any other platform teaching assimilation, because you cannot win in assimilation. What you end up doing is you become the thing that you hate the most. That's just the facts. And I don't want to get too deep on that, but you'll never see me call white supremacy supremacy, because it's not supremacy. It's really a lot of times white fear, because they have so much guilt of what they did, the atrocities that they put on earth, that their fear pushes them and it justifies. And I'm not talking about all white people, but I'm not going to be that person that sits up here every 5 seconds and tells you, well, I'm not talking about all white people. Use common sense. You know, we're not going to kowtow. With that being said, though, they do these things because they're so afraid of karma. So they justify to themselves, hey, the reason why we got to do this is because of black on black crime. And the reason we got to do this is because they do this and they do that. They're justifying that schizophrenic paranoia that they built up. Because, you know, when you do somebody wrong, you start feeling in your soul, shit, hey, something going to happen. Right. A lot of rappers, they rap about it all the time. They wish death upon me, death is around the corner, because they feel they've done so much dirt in their past that they're going to have to answer for it. That's really what white supremacy is. It's just an echo of what's to come for the things that they've done. And they justify it by, you know, it's almost like a bully. A bully bullies someone really because they're the scariest person in the class.
Yep, because they getting beat up at home.
You feel me?
Fucking tormented at home.
But in their mind, their regular consciousness, not their subconscious, their consciousness tells them, in order to justify the weakness, okay, I'm bullying him because I'm stronger. No, you're bullying him because you're afraid of what happens when the rabbit gets the gun. So no, I mean, I'm never going to accept that, but you're entitled to your opinion, brother. For those of you artists that are listening to what Kid's saying, for those of you entrepreneurs, and a lot of people want to do YouTube channels. I understand as y'all see that this is the wave and the movement to do that. All I would ask you to do is this. If you do that, pay homage to the tree that you've grown from. You know what I'm saying? Understand the model that you got it from, not just to give the brother credit, no, so that you can pay it forward and one day bestow that wisdom on someone else. What this sister is telling you, and this ain't no shot at my guy Rance or anybody at 1500 or nothing. This ain't a shot at no one, all right? But I've seen people in the industry charge real shit $500 for that kind of game.
You know what's so crazy? I believe it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all are getting here tonight is free knowledge. How does it all tie in to LaMelo Ball? How does LaMelo Ball, Tina Ball, LeVar Ball, how have they inspired you and your channel, brother? And Lonzo and Jello as well.
Well, they inspire me because of the energy that they bestow to the world. They don't back down. They're really together. They're about the family. Nobody knows LaMelo's next move after his contract because that's how his family rolls.
Right, facts.
That's why they say, oh, he's going to stay here past the point. Right. We don't know that shit.
Right.
I mean, they could be planning on when LaMelo's next contract is up. He could be with Lonzo in the future. That's why I never said now.
Right.
See, it's all strategy.
Right.
When we talked about before the Puma Jet was the $100 million contract, I went on Corey Homicide Williams' IG and I saw the conversation and they were on the Puma Jet. They didn't believe me. D-Cam know what I'm talking about. We posted videos. I gave the video to D-Cam. He was in there too. And we talked about it. And you saw what happened 2 more months later. Look at the message. This is how you grow on YouTube. You got to see beyond your eyes. You got to feel things out. And this is powerful, man. To be surrounded by intelligent people like these two, it's a blessing. I'm happy to be here. This feels like my calling. Yesterday, I wasn't too happy.
Right.
I came to the A. I feel right at home.
Right.
I'm not even from there.
Right. And that's one of the beautiful
Southern hospitality out here.
And that's the beautiful thing about Atlanta. One thing I can say about Atlanta, even when we used to come down here when I was young, oh my God. Even when we used to come down here when I was young, one thing about and I saw your comment, Supreme C, but I'm sorry, Corin Stevens, but I mean I respect your opinion and it is what it is. I'm not gonna make it a debate channel. You're entitled to your opinion as well, so I'm not ignoring you. With that being said, coming to Atlanta as a youngin', it was always like the Black Mecca, man. Black business everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like still to this day, it's a beautiful thing.
It's the most beautiful thing, and I'll tell you, me being from California and not ever visiting Atlanta before moving here, I was culture shocked. I was a culture shock.
Yo.
I tell everybody this and they always laugh at me and I'll be like, bruh, it's normal. It's normal to be culture shocked when you come from a place like San Diego, California. And the only other place you probably done seen in your life is Miami, Florida. Right. Then from Miami, Florida, maybe you got to go to all these nice cities, New York and shit like that. Those places, don't have black people.
Right.
Orlando don't got no damn black people. That's tourists.
Right.
So, that's what I grew up around. And then when we moved here, it was just like, whoa, there's people like me everywhere. Whoa, we can do that. We can do this. I didn't know that was even possible. Shoot, in California, they make it seem like only rich people can have this.
Right.
Facts. I was in the airport. I've been to Atlanta before, but it's been a while.
Right.
And I went on the airport, and I saw a bunch of people look like me.
That's Atlanta, yeah.
Successful, regular, poor, broke, successful, all types. And I was telling myself, man, I feel right at home.
Thanks. Man, I had just went recently to the airport since they did the upgrade and all that.
You see it? Yeah.
And I swear I walked there, I was like, damn, it's a shitload of goddamn.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of black people here.
Right.
Yeah, I got my plane though. But it was just like crazy because like you really go back like a couple years ago and you look at when the airport wasn't as upgraded and it was doing like it was a lot of black people, but it was also a lot of white people too. And it's like now we are coming out here more as a culture.
Right.
So we are for real taking over. Like Black Hollywood is for real out here. That's a real.
That's facts.
That's a real thing. That's
facts.
A real saying. Like if us as a black culture and community don't realize that this is where our Black Hollywood is, we crazy.
You're educating them. You're educating, and y'all don't fall for the lines. For those of you like my guy, Cass is moving to Atlanta tomorrow. Don't fall for the lines that they try to get you to run you away from coming here. No. Which is okay. The property value is going up. Kid is absolutely right.
I'm 24.
Right. Go ahead.
So anybody of my age, we probably want to either you got your own spot because you got your own money, right? Or you living with your folks, or you living with someone. It's all about learning the demographics. You coming out to Georgia, don't come out here if you don't got a car when you come to Georgia, man, stay your ass where you at.
Right, because it's not like other cities.
Sit your ass where you at and get a car, then come out here.
Right.
Like it's the realest thing that anybody from Atlanta could tell you. If people ain't from Atlanta telling you that, I'm gonna tell you that because I ain't from here.
Facts. The thing about it is they're one of the myths they're telling our people especially is that rent is going up inside of Atlanta. All of this stuff that it's hard to rent. It's really not.
It's in the city.
It's in the city, and the city itself is so small. You know what I'm saying? If you really are a business person, an entrepreneur, go 50 miles west of Atlanta.
You gotta go 50.
You know what I'm saying?
Just go 24 miles.
24 miles.
Go 30 miles.
Places like Ackworth and places like Kennesaw, LaGrange, Duluth. It's a lot of land.
Douglasville, shit like that.
It's a lot of land. It's a lot of land to be cultivated. It's a lot of things you could do as far as business. You still have these historically black colleges out here. It's a lot. Look, she just said the truth. When I'm living in LA, when I go home to LA, I'm in West Hollywood, and this is the truth. And it's sad as hell. This is sad as hell. Anybody that's from LA right now, y'all know I'm telling the truth. HJ, you gonna know I'm telling the truth, bro. When you're in West Hollywood is so affluent that if someone's not from there, they're not from there.
Yeah, they're tourists. You can definitely tell.
You feel, and not just a tourist. I'm talking about like, oh, this is gonna sound bad, bro. This is gonna sound really, really bad, but it's the truth.
Right.
And it hits on what you're saying about they give us this myth that you have to be rich in order to do these things. You could tell when somebody from South Central in West Hollywood. Facts.
I can believe it.
Because South Central is so much desperation over there that a lot of our people, not all, but a lot of our people are so beat down when they come to West Hollywood. The lifestyle in West Hollywood is so upscale that they stick out like a sore thumb. Now, if I can tell that, who else can tell that?
Right.
12. So that makes those brothers and sisters that are coming out of South Central, Manchester, Normandy, Hoovers, all of that, it makes them a sitting duck for the police when they go to West Hollywood. That's how they want it. They want to be able to look at you and classify where you're from and what's your potential.
Like one thing that I say that living out here in Georgia, especially where I live, I live in Powder Springs.
Yeah.
Powder Springs is really two cities. You got Powder Springs and Hiram. Here's some Georgia history.
Break it down.
Black history for everybody right here that don't know this shit about Georgia. These two cities, Powder Springs was the master cities. Hiram was a slave city. You can drive around Hiram and find all these plaques showing historically first Black elementary school, Black church, Black stores. Mind you, now if you live in Hiram now, you see Hiram is where all the stores are at. Like when I say all the stores, Walmart, Target, Marshalls, all the big conglomerates.
The name of it is Hiram?
Hiram. Yeah.
Like Hiram Bluff? Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, but you go to Powder Springs, you got Publix, you got a lot of other white-owned businesses and stuff over there. So it's like, it's so funny looking at the demographics over there. It's like they didn't want us as Black people to succeed and build up our businesses over there. Like, look at all these big-ass corporations that's right here, and you put a small Black mom and pop store right there. It ain't gonna take off right there.
I'm gonna expound on that. You know, in the loan system, let's say a young brother wants to have a business loan to create a studio. It's not even on there. They don't claim it as something useful.
Right.
So they know our people love music, love being creators, just like the Most High intended for all of us, most of us. They do that on purpose.
Your facts. You definitely speak your facts.
You got a statement, okay? Big J Let's Talk says, does the young lady have a place in music? My son is a producer and artist. Rob too. Yes, she's going to leave the information in the chat. So that you could, and if you're in Atlanta, pull up the Crossfade Studios in the historic West End,
Mechanicsville.
Mechanicsville district area. Or I know she has personal clients that she pulls up on. If y'all want
to get to that level,
right? You got to get to that level, and if y'all come on my behest, you'll be coming to my loft with her. So come on your best behavior, you know what I'm saying. But then you got to be fam to get to that level. And shout out to Hoop Jargon. I see y'all having some very powerful conversations. Y'all keep those conversations going, man. Y'all keep those conversations going. It's heavy. We got to give love to DJ, man, for having this platform for us to be able to talk this kind of stuff. So thank you, brother. And for somebody who said you can use Martyr, that is a lie. That's not true.
No, that is such a lie.
Break it down.
So hold up. So I can use Martyr, right? Y'all know where I just said Powder Springs. I want y'all to all pull out y'all phones and put Atlanta to Powder Springs and just y'all basic GPS system. The closest Martyr that I can get to is in Holmes. You know where Holmes is at? That shit's over 285. I am still fucking 15 minutes away from 20. And I'm not even saying the freeway. I still got to get another 10 minutes to get to the freeway to get to Holmes.
And do you know why they did that, kid?
Because this is segregation to keep
absolutely.
And if you live in certain areas, especially like Douglasville has a lot of Black people.
Same thing in LA.
But as I said, remember where I stay at? They tried to, the master slave city, they tried to take it back from us. So it's like you when I live out there seeing that, and then back to the transportation shit. Bruh, they just literally voted last year for Douglasville to have their first bus system. You know, people had on their front yards, no bus. So you tell me where my bus from Martin is going to come in Powder Springs when I'm already 15, 20 minutes away from the closest one.
And let's break down why that's important. In the early 90s, and somebody who from Atlanta told me this story. I was riding the Uber one day and they told me the game on why there is no Martyr outside of the city for real. In the early 90s, Gwinnett County and DeKalb County and Cobb County, they held a vote whether or not to extend the Martyr outside of the city. They said no because they didn't want the brothers and sisters from the Decatur, brothers and sisters from Bankhead, Zone 1 and Zone 4, Zone 3 to come up to their area.
And degrade them.
And degrade, you know what I'm saying? So they wanted to keep them in the city, basically like cage animals.
And you know, that's why Gwinnett County has their own private bus system.
Absolutely.
And that's why Cobb has their own.
And let's be real, kid. The best jobs, under the cover jobs, are like Sandy Springs, Kennesaw. You know what I'm saying? You got to have transportation to get to those areas. But these are the games that they play. But this is why DJ always talks about ownership. We got to create platforms for ownership. We really got to push that thing.
I really want to get to that, even with the transportation system. Like shit, it's so many companies out there that black owned transportation system.
Right. Shout out to J&J Video.
That's trying to do their own, and that their shit definitely has popped up there in the Midwest, where we was just talking about Indiana and Chicago and how dangerous it is. But they have a bus system that's up there. That bus system, they took it down to Dallas. They done took it all around America. So it's like they're trying to come up here now to Atlanta to get it more expanded.
Well, I love these conferences. This is king shit.
It is.
Queen shit.
It is.
So it's like how we all how bros like Marta, they're gonna create a form of Marta, and because they black, that's even more doper, bro.
Right. It is. It is.
We ain't gotta give the white man all our money always.
Shout out to Billy Alston Jr. He says new media. Anything you want to say to the people, DJ?
I want to say that, man. Thank you guys for believing in this channel, but we're not done.
Right.
Never.
So what I want everyone to do is, if there's a video that you did not watch, like it, share it, subscribe, do all that stuff. Also support my brother King Fuse Lit in his channel. Amazing content, and that thing's gonna grow. And support Kid, whatever.
Lil Pussy. I know that shit sound crazy, but put the Z in there.
Arriba, Zorro.
Yes, Ole.
Yo, question. Big Spell said, is the black owned bank in ATL still running? Do you know, Kid?
That's a good question.
It is.
I don't know.
I know Black Youngster had opened up an account there and a few other rappers. I'm not sure. I'll check on it. I'll check on it. I do know they have something out of the Atlanta Masjid on the east side. Shout out to the east side. I think it's off Moreland Avenue, called Buy Black. And it's a big movement. Like everywhere you go.
You can pretty much get an app for them.
Yeah, it's an app for them, and it's huge. So Atlanta is a different city when it comes to our community and our culture. I want to make sure that y'all get, and coaches in LA, for those y'all who haven't figured out, DJ is a man of his word, a man of his honor, a man of his grind. He got on a plane and came out here to link up, because there's one to do it online. It's another thing to do it. You know what I'm saying? To really, really do it and invest your money into it. That makes it even more real. You know what I'm saying? So DJ is in the A right now. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the ATL family. Shout out to everybody that's listening in. I'm just humble and grateful to be a part of everything. I want to get some special shots out right now. Shout out to Coach Joe. Shout out to J&J Video. Shout out to DKM. Shout out to my brother Shanker. Shout out to Son of Jones. Shout out.
Peace and love, and we are out.
Later.
New media. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. New media in the house.